Konnichiwa, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Tatsuki and 5 months ago I moved here to Tokyo, Japan. And I moved from Australia, so I started from scratch essentially. I wanted to document the whole process. So I made a few videos talking about how I want to furnish the house, what kind of themes and items that I'm hoping to get in the future, and then a few videos of me actually unboxing things and setting up some of the basic necessities. It's been a couple of months since I've created a home updates video, and so today I wanted to share with you guys a few fun new things, additions to the home. So yeah, let's get right into it. So realistically speaking, the first couple of weeks living here, we got a lot of things. Now, I'm not trying to be over materialistic or anything, but you know, moving into a new house, you have to get the necessities. You've got yourself like a fridge, table, you have washing machines, appliances, some basic storage systems just so you can store your items. And so there was actually a lot to talk about at the start, and that's why I made a few videos, but I've gotten to the point where I don't need to rapidly purchase things anymore. I can slowly take my time and kind of wait for the right items to pop up and grab them. And so that's the kind of things that I want to talk about today. But for a quick recap, this is the living room slash kitchen space. I've got a fridge over here. This shelf from Muji fits perfectly in between my fridge and the sink. I've got a few kitchen hanging items over here. A really important purchase was this stainless steel kitchen top over here, which we use for cooking. We use to store a couple of other things and just general kitchen goods. Over here, I have a really beautiful table set from Artec. The table has a natural finish while the chairs have a black linoleum top, which I think has a really nice contrast with the flooring and everything in the room. Now let me flip the camera around. This is the other side of the same room. That was the kitchen side. This is the living room side. And as you can see, we've got a little floor seating set up over here. So this is also temporary, but for now we have a picnic rug on the floor, which is kind of grounding this seating area with a couple of like camping style chairs, tables, and floor seatings, which is actually really comfortable. I like sitting down here and enjoying that low to the floor kind of lifestyle. Next to it, we actually have this really cool steel shelf from Rhombus Lab. They kindly sent this one over, so I'm really grateful. Thank you very much. It's got a super cool low profile sort of slim design that came in a flat pack. It was super easy to set up, and I think it really, this part of the room really needed some kind of shelving. We've got some lights, books, some functional and also aesthetic kind of things just propped up on that. This bike right here, it's not mine, it's my friend's. I'm actually just holding it for the time being, but it kind of looks nice. There's a little bit of decoration in the background. I also installed these Venetian blinds which go along everywhere, and then a sheer blind on the backyard over here. It just creates a bit of privacy. It lets a little bit of light in while diffusing it. So yeah, very important. That was a little bit time consuming, and I did that at the very start, but very grateful to have just done that, got that over with, and yeah, living with the results. Something new for the living room here is actually in this storage shelf right here. Now, storage is one of the biggest key issues in Japanese homes, I think. Because the houses are generally just smaller, there is always storage issues. This right here used to just fit a couple of things, but now it fits quite a lot. I've fallen in love with compression poles while living in Japan, and Nitori sells a really good one. These are compression shelves, so I've got 1, 2, 3 that all hold different items, and has just increased the amount of storage space in this closet. To further compartmentalize it, I've got these little boxes from Muji, which are quite affordable, and also a glasses tray, which just holds my day-to-day sunnies and glasses. I organize key things in here like batteries, camera gear, as well as camping equipment, just general use stuff that I don't need all the time, but it is nice to just put away, especially Gutchi's food. It's just kind of up here. On the bottom, I've got heavy items that I need all the time, like my camera boxes, my tool boxes. The key thing here is the compression shelf, and I've also got compression shelves for my shoe rack out the front. It is just created space in what essentially is just empty, unusable space. While renting in Japan, I want to limit the amount of holes that I create in the walls, so compression poles are just perfect. overall, since the last dedicated home updates video, I don't think there has been any major changes to this living room kitchen area here, which I think is a good thing. I did the big setup at the start, and since then, everything's been working fine. I haven't really gotten rid of anything either, so that's a good sign as well. And yeah, I've been able to enjoy the living room as relaxing, coffee drinking, book reading, and enjoying area with friends. So this has been very successful so far. Okay, so now let's go upstairs to the bedroom and the home office, which I actually do have some cool updates to show you guys. So let's go. So upstairs I have two rooms. This one right here is the bedroom, and next door, which I'll talk about after, is the home studio, the office. So firstly, let's talk about this bedroom here. I have a couple of updates that I want to share with you. So this dresser right here, this is from Muji. Now, this is a part of their sus line of shelving, highly flexible, and especially here in Japan, you have access to components that you just can't get in other countries. For example, this drawer system, it's one unit that essentially fits in the top half of one of the sus shelves. So if you remove this, it just becomes a normal shelf. We ordered it with two, and they attach together, and it creates this seamless shelving system, which is at such a good height and length for this windowsill. It's kind of perfect. Gachi loves sitting up here, relaxing and just looking outside. And I don't have too much on top, but we're gonna slowly decorate this. One of the things that I have right here is a light from Noguchi. I picked this one up recently from a shop in Tokyo. Actually, it's a gallery space called Ozeki. Essentially, Isamu Noguchi, he collaborated with Ozeki-san in Gifu to create these lamps. This is where it all originated, so you got to see a couple of cool things like the tools they use to make the products and a lot of different designs. And they don't always have stock, but when they do, I think it's always fun to pick something up that might upgrade your living space. And we got this square one, well, rather cube. I think it kind of looks like a robot. For now, he's sitting on the Muji shelf, but I might move him around the house a little later. Now, speaking of lights, I actually picked up this really big lantern from Hey Design. It's a paper lamp to kind of go with all the other paper lamps in the house. And this essentially just should hang from the roof here. I've got a really high ceiling as well. So it should work, but I just haven't been able to put it up properly. Essentially, my issue is the ceiling is too high. I don't have a ladder that reaches that I can put a pin in to hang this from, but I'm gonna have to organize that in the near future. It has just been sitting on the floor there. It's kind of annoying, but I've got the cord here. It's hanging from a rail duct, which is then gonna go across the roof and then down. But yeah, I just love the way that the light looks through a paper lamp. It's just super soft, diffused, and it's honestly much cheaper than other light fixtures because the material cost, you know, it's pretty much just paper and wire. I'm also thinking that maybe I should have gotten the bigger one. It's just that when I was at the shop and I held the big one, it felt like it was probably too big. But looking at this now in the room that we have, probably could have gone one size up. Just like, if you're doing it, you may as well just go all out. So now this is the wardrobe that I have. It's two sliding doors. So I've got coats on that side, and then on this side over here, I've got other like socks, miscellaneous stuff, and down here is something new that I picked up from Ikea. It's just essentially a wire shelf, and it kind of fits perfectly for all of my pants, all of Minji's pants. And then we've got these 3 compartment storage units from Muji, I believe, that just strap to the pole here, and look at that distance. It's so perfect for the Ikea shelf. It's amazing. But the thing is, sometimes it gets quite dark in here and there's no light. So I recently installed a little light. This right here is from Musashi. It is an awesome little like USB-C charged strip that, you know, you can turn on, and it's a sensor light. Now this, basically, you can choose 15 seconds or 40 seconds on the back, and it magnetically sticks to a metal strip that I've just hammered into the wall here. It's super renter friendly, and yeah, this is just such a good quality of life update that I've added to the wardrobe. It's a bit bright right now, so the sensor's not gonna work, but during the nighttime and you're trying to grab something and it's a bit dark, wait, maybe this will work. Maybe not. Oh yeah, there you go. So it just lights up the area enough so you can see everything. It's just out of the way. And yeah, I think it just looks really cool. Very seamless, not too expensive, and you can get them locally here in Japan, and hopefully you can get them online as well. actually like the sensor lights so much that I got 2 for the staircase going up and down as well, just so at nighttime I don't need to turn on the main light. I can just kind of walk down, the sensor turns on, and it's like ambient enough to safely walk down the steps. And what's really cute is that Gachi, sometimes he walks up the staircase and you can tell that he's coming because the light turns on, and it's just really fun. So that's pretty much it for the bedroom so far. A lot of simple and necessary changes. The Muji shelf, I really do think it's a great option. It's not too expensive, and what I like about it is that it is modular. So in the future, if we move out of here or if we move somewhere else, I'm able to salvage the parts, you know, reconfigure the shape, make it useful for a different space. And yeah, I think overall, the bedroom is coming together as well. Also got this empty blank wall space here, which I could potentially put paintings on, or like little prints or something. I'm not too sure yet, and also I don't want to rush it. So I want to do things slowly, one by one, and then the room will tell me what it needs. And yeah, that's kind of just how I'm operating at the moment. I really need to get the pendant light hanging though. That thing has been really annoying because I've tried like 4 times, 4 different methods, and they've all kind of failed. So yeah. Anyway, let's go next door and talk about the home studio office room, because that's the room that I want to talk about the most and has the most updates, I guess. So yeah, let's go check it out. So guys, welcome. This is my home office in its current state. It is nothing too special, but this to me is the start of something very important. It's where I work, it's where I get a lot of my editing done, filming. It gives me a space to create things that I want to create. So having my own dedicated space is quite important. And in my previous place in Sydney, I was kind of working in the living room area. So it wasn't a private sort of cut off area, it was a shared space. So this is very different, it is new to me, and I wanted to give it a lot of thought and effort into the pieces that I want and the placement of everything. And so yeah, this is the start of something very special. The room itself is about 3.5 square meters, and it's actually got quite a tall ceiling here, which makes it feel very spacious. The 3.5 meters squared gives me a few different options. You guys have no idea, it's been so hot here in Japan, so having fresh cold breeze coming through these windows is just so amazing. Not having to rely on the air conditioning to be able to just like chill. I've ordered a desk to come in, the centerpiece for the room, and this is going to be super nice to have. Hopefully it comes in the next couple of weeks so I can set it up with you guys. But as of now, while I'm filming this video, I have no desk, and so I've been rocking with this Apple Studio display, which I just opened up, and that is sitting on the box that it came in, which then came in another box. So this whole situation is a little sketchy, a little temporary, but you know, it gets the job done. What I'm sitting on behind it is actually a futon with a throw over it, so it looks a little nicer, but this is all temporary. Once the desk is here, it's gonna sit there, and then I'm trying to figure out which kind of shelving I want to get behind, but I want to get some shelving that goes behind it. Now, this is either going to be a low-rise shelf, so about this high, or maybe a mid-height, or maybe even taller. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna wait on getting the desk, getting my chair, and then setting that up and filling out the room a little bit, seeing what it requires. So yeah, that's gonna come, but hopefully sooner than later. Another big deal for me is this curtains blind situation. I really don't like these. I bought them as a blackout option when we first moved in, but yeah, they just really are not doing what I want them to do. They're so blocky and heavy. And so I figured out what I'm gonna get, and I'm waiting for that to come in as well. But essentially, I'm getting some honeycomb blinds, which I've been really interested in. This is going to sit within the full window frame here. It's going to allow me to create a diffused look while keeping it very flush. It's going to have a nice paper texture, and it's not going to protrude out like these blinds do, and hopefully it's just going to sit well in the windowsill without feeling too much. I just want it to blend into the room. I don't want it to be too overbearing or taking up too much visual identity. I just want it to like be a part of it, and I'm hoping that's what this is going to do. wide angle lens I have on this camera is probably making the room feel larger than it actually is. But one visual illusion that I've implemented into my previous house was just having a really big mirror. This, as mirrors do, you know, they reflect and create the illusion that the room just extends that way. This one from Ikea, it is the best mirror that I've ever had. It's like a huge full body mirror. I've just got it leaning against the wall here. And I genuinely like having this full body mirror just to check my outfits before I go out or something like that. It's very useful. Now next to it is a bamboo partition wall that I purchased online. I found it on a random website while going down the rabbit hole searching for these wooden partitions. You may have seen some of these online, and the premium ones made by Artec, for example, from pine wood, those are like $7,000, which is just insane. Like, that's a lot of money for a partition. And so I found a bamboo option, something a little bit lighter, but it still does the same thing for about $350. So I'm quite happy with that expense. It just looks nice. And what you can't tell because of this is the mess behind it. To demonstrate, you can just roll this like this, and then you can move this around the room as you wish. But yeah, as you can see, I've got a little bit of rubbish behind it. So that's what this is hiding at the moment. I also picked up a plant. I like this one. It's like a ficus sort of fig tree plant, similar to the one I previously had. But yeah, very leafy, very healthy as well. And I love the stem of this, like the not too big of a fan of this pot, so I might change that in the future for something. But this guy and this guy are my office plants for the time being. And yeah, they're keeping me very happy. The fun part about this office room is that I also have a balcony attached here, which is kind of like the clothing line section, but it brings in a lot of sun. So I also got this blackout curtain that just like pulls down. It's extremely handy, very versatile, and it kind of looks nice when the light hits it. But on the floor of the balcony, I have these wooden tiles that I've just been able to connect to each other, cut in half, and just make it fit perfectly. This was a fun DIY project, which I spent an afternoon just chopping up the wooden slats, making it fit perfectly into the balcony area. And overall, it looks really good. It feels nice to stand on, and sometimes I have a beer on the balcony while the sun sets, and yeah, it's just really nice. Now the pendant light here, this was actually successful, unlike the bedroom, but for now, this is hanging on like a magic pin, which I've attached to the roof, and the socket is a little bit ugly, but it just fits into the wall socket over there. But yeah, having this light, this is the original paper lantern that I bought for my bunk bed home when I was living with my parents, and I brought it over to my apartment in Sydney, and then now it is back here with me in Japan, which I think is just super fun. I love the shape of this thing. It feels quite organic with its like rounded, elongated shape, and having it set up in the office just feels amazing. I'm going to make sure that I get the bedroom one hung up in the near future, because I don't want to have the paper shade just sitting on the floor like that forever, but that job will get done. This is the home office as it currently is. Now, over the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of changes. So I'm very excited to bring you guys along with me while I set this room up, finesse it a little bit, and just make it my own. So I'm super excited to make a dedicated video towards that, which I'm sure I will upload in the next, I don't know, in the future. But until then, thank you for watching to the end of this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a nice day or night wherever you are. Enjoy your own space, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers.